Trade routes have always shaped history, from the Silk Road connecting East and West to the rise and fall of empires built on commerce. Today, global shipping lanes are the backbone of trade, moving millions of containers across oceans every day. In 2025, China is planning a $50 billion super canal across Southeast Asia, a project that could change global trade routes. This canal would offer a shortcut for the world's largest ships, reducing travel times and easing congestion on current routes. For China, it's a strategic move to secure its supply chains and boost its influence in global trade. For the world, the canal brings both opportunity and risk, new efficiencies, but also questions about control and competition. Like the Suez and Panama canals, this project could shift global commerce and power. But it faces huge financial, political, and environmental challenges, with scrutiny from neighbors and concerns over ecological impact. Who will control tomorrow's trade routes? As China moves forward, the future of global trade is at a turning point. To truly grasp why China is so determined to build a new canal, we first need to look at the Malacca Strait, a narrow, crowded waterway squeezed between Malaysia and Sumatra. This slender passage is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, and it's absolutely vital for global trade, especially for China. Roughly 80% of China's imported oil flows through this single choke point, making it a critical vulnerability for the country's energy security. This heavy reliance is often called the Malacca Dilemma, and it keeps Chinese policymakers up at night. Any disruption here, whether from an accident, a blockade, or even a regional conflict, could bring China's economy to a grinding halt almost overnight. The consequences would ripple far beyond China, affecting global supply chains and energy markets. The strait is also a strategic hotspot, patrolled by multiple navies and vulnerable to geopolitical tensions. This constant risk of instability makes the route even more precarious for China's long-term plans. On top of that, the Malacca Strait is chronically congested. As China's economy and global trade footprint expand, the bottleneck only gets worse, slowing down shipments and driving up costs for businesses and consumers alike. China's leaders are acutely aware of these risks. They're determined to break free from this maritime bottleneck and are actively searching for a secure, efficient alternative that would safeguard the nation's economic future. By constructing a new canal, China could allow its ships to bypass the Malacca Strait entirely. This would save valuable time and money, while also reducing the country's exposure to strategic threats and unpredictable disruptions. Ultimately, it's about building resilience into China's supply chains and ensuring uninterrupted access to global markets, no matter what happens in the Malacca Strait. For Beijing, a super canal isn't just a backup plan, it's a permanent strategic solution to the Malacca dilemma, one that could transform the region's economic landscape for decades to come. It's a bold, forward-looking move designed to guarantee China's economic independence and reshape Southeast Asia's geography to its advantage, securing the nation's future in an uncertain world. The most talked-about plan in Southeast Asian infrastructure is the Canal, a project that has captured imaginations for generations. This ambitious proposal aims to carve a waterway through the narrowest part of southern Thailand, creating a direct maritime shortcut between two of the world's busiest oceans. By cutting across Thailand's Isthmus, the canal would offer ships a new, faster route, bypassing the long and congested detour around the Malay Peninsula. This would directly link the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea, two vital arteries of global commerce, and transform the region's shipping landscape. The idea of a canal has been around for centuries, first imagined by kings and colonial powers. But now, with China's rapid economic rise and its Belt and Road Initiative, the dream feels closer to reality than ever before. Today, nearly a quarter of the world's traded goods pass through the Malacca Strait, a narrow and often crowded waterway. The Canal could save ships up to 3 days of sailing, offering a much-needed alternative to this critical choke point. But building the canal would be a colossal feat of engineering, over 100 kilometers long, and designed to be deep and wide enough for the world's largest container ships and oil tankers. The scale rivals the Panama and Suez Canals, demanding advanced technology and vast resources. The estimated cost? At least $30 billion, though some experts warn the final price tag could soar much higher, factoring in environmental, social, and security challenges. For the global shipping industry, time is money. A shortcut like the Canal would lower fuel costs, reduce shipping times, and boost trade between East Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, potentially reshaping supply chains and trade routes. New ports and logistics hubs could spring up along the canal, turning sleepy coastal towns into economic powerhouses. Meanwhile, established giants like Singapore, which thrives on its strategic location, could face fierce new competition. In 2015, China and Thailand agreed to study the canal's feasibility, sparking excitement and debate. Yet despite the headlines, progress has been slow, with political, financial, and environmental concerns stalling the project. As an alternative, Thailand is also considering a land bridge, an ambitious network of rail and road links across the isthmus. This option could be less risky, less expensive, and still offer a strategic shortcut for goods moving between oceans. Still, the Canal remains a powerful symbol of how human ambition and technological innovation could one day rewrite the map of global trade, turning a centuries-old dream into a reality that could reshape economies and connect continents in new ways. The dream of a super canal faces daunting obstacles. First, the price tag, $30 to $50 billion, is staggering, even for China. Investors are wary of the financial, political, and environmental risks. The environmental cost would be severe, cutting through rainforests, destroying habitats, and risking pollution from heavy shipping traffic. Local communities and conservationists strongly oppose the project. Politically, the canal would divide southern Thailand, a region already troubled by separatist tensions. Many Thais fear losing sovereignty if China funds and controls the canal. Neighboring countries and global powers like the US and India worry about China's strategic reach. A Chinese-controlled canal could shift the military balance in the region. These combined challenges make the Canal one of the world's most controversial infrastructure dreams. The idea of a Chinese-funded canal alarms the entire Indo-Pacific. For Singapore and Malaysia, it threatens their economic lifelines, ports that thrive on Malacca Strait traffic. The canal could siphon away jobs, revenue, and strategic importance. The US and India see it as a military game-changer, giving China's navy quick access to the Indian Ocean. In response, they're strengthening alliances and boosting naval cooperation across the region. Even within Thailand, there's deep division. Some see economic opportunity, others fear dependence on China. Thailand is exploring alternatives, like a land bridge, to avoid being drawn too close to Beijing. The canal debate has become a flashpoint in the region's complex geopolitical chess game. To understand the stakes, look at the Panama Canal, a project that reshaped global trade and cemented US power. The canal gave America control over a vital choke point, boosting its economy and military reach. Today, China is investing in Panama, learning from history. The Canal could be China's answer, a new choke point under its control, shifting the balance in the Eastern Hemisphere. Like Panama, it's about more than trade. It's about influence and leverage over rivals like Japan and South Korea. The project challenges the Western-dominated global order. China has learned that controlling a waterway means controlling the flow of power. The Super Canal is an attempt to carve out a new sphere of influence for the 21st century. China's canal ambition is part of its larger Belt and Road Initiative, a vast network of infrastructure linking Asia, Europe, and beyond. The Canal would be the crown jewel of the Maritime Silk Road, connecting East Asia's factories to global markets. By funding and building such projects, China gains economic and political leverage over partner nations. The BRI is about more than trade. It's about shaping a new global system aligned with China's interests. Yet the canal faces huge obstacles. Cost, opposition, and strategic fears keep it on the drawing board. Thailand's preference for a land bridge shows the canal's moment may not have arrived, but China's ambition to secure its future and reshape the world remains undiminished. The story of the Canal is a reminder. The contest to shape global trade routes is far from over.